We're going to answer several questions from very sad people who need help getting their life on track. I don't like answering self-improvement because Reddit doesn't let them know that I answered it. But here we go. I feel stuck. What are my first steps? How do I get out of a funk? Look, you've got to do something. You find out something you can do. What you can do is go for a walk. And then you can take a nap, and then you can go for a walk, and then you can go for a longer walk until you find a little motivation, and then you do something. You either stand and do something or you sit and do something. You've got to get yourself out of the funks. These are hard times. You've got to keep your mental health up. If you need therapy, get therapy. If you need counseling, get counseling. Get some help. Go for a walk. Take care of yourself. Get plenty of rest. But don't just lounge in bed all day watching your Netflix. Turn off the Netflix. Stop playing video games all day. Do something. If you're not doing anything, you've got to do something. This is critical. These are hard times. You have to find your own motivation. Let's find the next one. Should I follow up or reach out? I applied for a job a few weeks ago and heard back about 2 weeks later requesting my availability for an interview. Gave it to him and I haven't heard back. Yes, follow up. Why are you don't have to ask if you have to follow up. Follow up in all sincerity. Follow up. All you can do is follow up. And you know what's the worst thing that's going to happen? They're not going to call you back. They're not going to text you back. And then you know. And then you know and you just go on, but don't hang on a job. Don't hang on a job. Keep applying. Don't hang on a hope. Keep applying. Even after you've received an offer, keep applying until you've started. Then you can stop applying. Don't let myself be successful. Let's go to the next one. I don't let myself be successful because of a family situation. It's a big block. Paragraphs are wonderful, wonderful invention. You should try them sometimes. They're wonderful. I try to be disciplined. I read books. I got so much hate from people who are supposed to be. Look, here's the thing. When you try to make a change, the people closest to you are going to pull you down. It's like the bucket of crabs. And Reddit is exactly like this. It's like a bucket of crabs. And when you try to pull yourself up, you're going to get pulled down. You try to do something different, you're going to get pulled down. So you have got to ignore the haters. Listen to some rap music or some hip hop where they're talking about them haters and how they deal with them haters. And listen to that and put it in your heart and in your mind. And you just push yourself. You just push yourself to do all that you can. All right, you're reading books, you're doing the studying. Look, we're all afraid. You've just got to one step at a time. You've just got to do one small thing at a time. You're going to therapy, that's awesome. But yes, you're here and you just do it because you do. But you're reading, you're doing the things. So just like keep doing those things. It's not necessarily that it's simple for us. It's hard, but you've got to be hardened. Okay, and some people are harder than others, and that's okay. And it's okay if you're not quite hardened yet. The world is not necessarily easy, okay? We're not like living in our natural hunter-gatherer state. And this is very hard on many people, especially in these times of economic recession. Find your thing. You don't have to follow the path. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You don't have to follow the same path. You don't have to be like everyone else who seems like they're getting by okay. You can find your own thing. Finding your own thing is okay. It's even healthy. So find whatever that thing is. If you have to move, move. If you have to put yourself in a new environment, put yourself in a new environment. Please do this. You are valuable, and your health is the most important thing you have. If you lose your health, you lose everything. Look, if you lose your job, if you lose your wealth, you have lost nothing. But if you lose your health, you lose everything. So you must protect your health. Get away from the environment of stress and put yourself in a new place. Just know that wherever you go, there you will also be. So be prepared for that. You can do this. This is a weird one. CS career questions. This is not a career question. They need help resetting their terminal permissions. Check your bash. Check your bash. Check your ZSH. You messed up your terminal. You shouldn't have to wipe your time machine. You shouldn't have to wipe your whole drive because you goofed on your terminal permissions. Just work through the errors. You can even put the error messages into like a chat GPT or a Bard, and it'll help you resolve those issues. You don't have to wipe your whole computer just because you goofed you up your terminal. Suggestions for apocalyptic comics and graphic novels that aren't post-apocalyptic, as in comic books that are of the apocalyptic genre, but actually show the apocalypse or upset shortly before or during the onset. The first volume of The Walking Dead is a good example. Have you ever seen that movie Escape from New York City? That's a good one. Maybe someone made that a graphic. Any other books that are kind of historical, medieval? There's tons of them. Tons. All the books, all the choose your own adventure books I read, almost half of those were medieval. All right, let's get into this. Am I wasting my talent? My whole life, I've always had a passion for classical singing, and I don't want to do it anymore, and I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint everyone. I don't want to quit it because it does make me happy, but I don't want to pursue it like as a career. Okay, my friend, you have one life to live. One. And you are the author. Now, what everyone around you sees is wonderful talent, and they're afraid that if you don't pursue this, you might throw away a wonderful chance at life. And maybe you will, but maybe that's not important to you. And who am I to say? I don't know. I'm just a dude on the internet. You have to be true to yourself. Take a long walk and get away from everything. Maybe take a week vacation and figure it all out in your head. And come back refreshed, and you'll know what to do. You need to give yourself time away from the cell phone, away from the notifications, away from all the other pressures and stimuli, and you need to figure it out for yourself. True to yourself. Very important. And all the other stuff, well, you'll have to figure it out. You have to choose your regrets in life. Do you think social media addiction causes anxiety? Sure. Like coffee causes anxiety. I mean, social media that's designed by psychologists to hijack your psychology doesn't induce anxiety? Yes. Go watch The Social Dilemma. It's on Netflix. It's great. And then you can watch the documentary about Cambridge Analytica, also on Netflix. It's also excellent. Yeah, this stuff is meant to hijack you. You get an anxiety from social media, turn it off. Biggest fear for the upcoming crypto bull run? That it won't take place. I hate myself. For the past few years, been on the journey, and I'm healthier, bulking up, starter, improved. Also, paragraphs are a wonderful theme, my friends. What about paragraphs and being in a venting state of mind? You don't like your face? You know, you're given one face in life. Sure, you can do a little Botox, fix up your face, inject your lips. You can do all that stuff. And that makes you happy. Whatever, I'm not going to judge you. It's not my face. But you have one face. So it's just what you were given. Maybe find someone who does like your face. Do some heavy meditation. Feeling like everyone hates you. Again, hardly anyone is even thinking about you. People are too wrapped up in themselves, just like you're wrapped up in yourself. Everyone is wrapped up in their own selves, and it is just what it is. This society, human nature, who we are as a species, I don't know. But people are concerned about themselves. There's freedom in that. You can do what you want to do and be who you want to be because everyone is concerned about themselves. Do what you want to do. Don't stress about your face. If you don't like your face, don't look in a mirror. You can comb your hair and brush your teeth without looking in a mirror. Okay, accepted to part-time, start Monday, but a possibility for full-time? Here's what you do. You're already asking, what should I do? Well, start the part-time job. Here's what you do. Start the part-time job, and if the full-time job brings you on, if you can work both of them and you have the ability to work both of them, work both. Take that extra cash. If you can't, then you let go of the part-time job. Tell them, hey, I got a full-time offer. Sorry, this happens all the time. It's a part-time job. They've got 1,000 other people who are willing to take that job. It'll be okay. So if you want the full-time job and you can take the full-time job, take it. But if it's not a surety, then take the part-time job, take what you can while you can, And then if you have to let it go, you just let it go. It's okay. Yes, the company will not like it. Yes, they will complain, but they will lay you off without a moment's notice. Right? Companies have set this precedent. Look, companies want to act like we're the ones who started the war. We're not. We're not the ones who dropped our loyalty. We're the ones who got bent over. You understand? So the companies change the rules of the game and then they want to act like that the rules are still the same and they want to cry. You can't have it both ways. Cannot have your cake and eat it too. You cannot have loyal employees and be disloyal to your employees. You understand there's poles and attraction. Isaac Newton's laws of physics go beyond particles. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. People, take care of yourselves out here. And I am an employer. I employ people. I am a hiring manager. But you have got to look out. I look out for my people. But you cannot just trust anyone. And it's a shame. I don't know how long our society can operate like this. Okay, let's do another resume review. 2-year software engineer, need help looking for roles. Nothing else here. Let's just take a look. You need help looking for roles. Let's see what you got. This is a nice resume that we can look at. We can spend a little time here. That's okay. Okay, first name, last name. You're an engineer. Where's your GitHub? I want to see that GitHub up there. Experience. This is good. I would put the roles first and then the company. We need quantities in the bullets, especially the top one. Oh, you got the 1,000 users, 150 users here. Improving performance nearly 1,000%. It's amazing. And yeah, you got some technologies. You can drop these technology names inside of the bullets. That's nice. So you focus on a big accomplishment. Open with an action verb like you have. And they're different action verbs. That's great. And then you drop a thing that you did with a technology that you used and the result, a quantified result. And that is an excellent template for awesome bullets. Overall, you've done a good job with the bullets. Education can go in a single line. If you have any certifications, list those skills. Look great. So you can do, here's the thing. Now you're ready to apply for work, do a little, those edits, improve the bullet points as I dictated. You should apply to anything that you like, that you meet 60% of the requirements for. Ignore educational requirements, ignore years of experience requirements. Look at the primary requirements, the critical requirements. Ignore like the nice to haves, just the primaries, just the criticals. If you have 60% of those items in your toolkit, then you apply to that job. It doesn't matter if it's for junior, mid, senior, whatever the title is. It doesn't matter what the name of the position is. If you like the role and you qualify for 60% of the requirements, you apply to that job and you go get it. A lot of applications out there are meant for people to self-disqualify themselves. Don't disqualify yourself. Given this brutal economy, is it riskier to venture into consulting with high comp than an established company? The brutal economy doesn't last forever. If the risky business can't last until the market turns around, you'll have gambled right. I'm thinking of resigning from my current job in 2 weeks to work in a consulting company again with 15% more pay. Nice. But this news of layoffs, man. I hear you. Brutal economy doesn't last forever. I agree. If the risky business can last until the market turns around, you'll have gambled right. I think I misread it the first time. And I completely agree with Branson the Basquet. Yeah. Hey, if you want to take the consulting job, you're open to the risk, just save up. Save up that extra money you're making, put it up, max out your 401k, put in IRA, put in savings, pay down debts, pay off all your debts, pay your utilities 12 months, 6 months ahead of time. You're able to do that. Put that money into places that's going to help secure you. You can pay up your rent, pay up your mortgage. Even like sell your house and buy a cheaper place that you can just pay for cash outright. Take the risk of your job if you're interested. Just protect yourself ahead of time, okay? And you'll do fine. Congratulations. Yeah, you know how you speak to yourself. When you're not happy, here, maybe this person has some good advice for our other friends earlier in this chat. When you are not happy, take a step or a thought in other direction, big or small, and it can be small. Positive change brings happiness. And if it does not, then try another. Let's look at some HTML. Hello there. I recently started HTML and I have a doubt, of course not about HTML, if HTML is a programming language or not. It's not. I was working on the meta tag, and this is my code. Meta name viewport content width device width. This sets the device width for your page. As you can interpret, this means that the user cannot zoom in beyond 200% maximum scale. Yep, and zoom out beyond 50. Okay, that's this maximum scale and minimum scale. But when I checked in live server, I was able to zoom beyond 200 and beyond 50. Well, maybe the browser's allowing the user to break the rules. Maybe the browser's allowing them to break the rules. There might be a more technical answer that we could get into if we searched it, and I would say search it, but maybe the browser's allowing yourself to break those rules. Thinking about getting a PSVR headset for 3D movies? I have no idea. I haven't tried a 3D movie on my headset, but I do enjoy my headset. I like it. I was playing some Humanity earlier today. Good stuff. What job searching platform do you actually use to get interviews? Yeah, so I don't know about LinkedIn like being scams. I hear a lot on Indeed. I haven't got anything off of my Well Found. Yeah, I've got that's my experience on Well Found as well. And being like in DevRel, Well Found doesn't actually have dedicated theme for me. I've even like wrote personalized messages to the CEOs or the hiring manager on Well Found that I thought were at least halfway decent. Nah, nothing. So I don't know. It's a weird market though too. So it is what it is. Yeah, the job market is crazy. You know, it's really like through your network. You've got to work your network. In these crazy times, you've got to work your network. And if you don't have a network, you're just getting started. If you went to university, then your professors are your network. And if you didn't go to school, then you're either the type of person who wants to be self-employed, who has to be self-employed. So you're just knocking on doors and making phone calls, and you do that 500 times until you get your first clients. Or you've been working for a while, and assuming you're not burning all your bridges out there, you've got to work your network. Your network is so valuable. You've got to work your network. Yes, apply to the roles, apply. Have an awesome LinkedIn profile. Recruiters reach out to me on LinkedIn, which is nice. Sometimes there's a drought, and in the last couple of weeks, I've had them reaching out to me. You know, it's just hard right now. It's just really hard. A lot of people are going through pain and hardship. And some days are really awful. I'll be honest. Like for me personally, some days are terrible. I have a really hard time of it. You know, it gets really dark in here between my eyeballs and the back of my head. And we just gotta hold on, get a little extra sleep, take care of yourself. You know, sleep does wonders. Get up, start a new day, apply again, apply to every role that you like. But use the same advice I said earlier. Tech savvy, 38-year-old, thinking of going into tech. Hey, I started tech at 31, so go for it. You want to do it. I've mentored people in their 50s and 60s getting into tech. Now, this right now specifically is hard, but yeah, you want information security, it's like super cool. Cybersecurity is an awesome field. It's fascinating. You want to do it. Go for it. I'm all for it. You should do it. You should try it. And you know, when you get in, it might take a while. You need some sort of certifications. Check out Class Central for some free certifications. And it might take a while, but you get in there and if you're interested, you probably have a great time. Hey, I'm working customer service, make 20 an hour. I applied for countless jobs and yeah, there's no luck and that's the experience right now. Any advice on switching industries? from customer service and making more money. Single mom, so working remote is important, as childcare would cancel out most my income. Oh, you're right, right. Childcare, yeah, it's hard. Yeah. So Delphina says learn courses online, qualifications, computer classes to be a virtual assistant that is in demand. Yeah, I don't know what kind of remote work like that is in demand. Virtual assistant could be a thing. I saw this craziest stuff you see on the internet. Hooters is hiring remote chefs. I don't know how that works, but man, they're ahead of the times. You know what you can do is you go to LinkedIn. Let's go to LinkedIn, and you can search for remote. And so what you do is you search jobs. Oops, I gotta go down here. You search jobs, and I don't know, virtual assistant. And then instead of United States, what you do is you type in remote here, and there you go. So all you do is you apply for remote. This is crazy now. There's a virtual assistant role with fewer applicants than I've seen for director level roles that I've been applying to. Oh, it's crazy. Crazy times that we live in. So, um, yeah, like now this role, 20, 40, so this would be like $25 an hour maybe. Get a little bump there with bottom line. Yeah. Oh, influence manager. I don't know if this is actually going to be legit or not, but that's up to 45. Chief admin officer. There you go. Some of these are decent. Virtual assistant here, 130 to 210 a year. That's awesome. Synchrony. Yeah, they're making the big bucks, aren't they? Okay, so you could try that. So definitely like look up jobs that you're interested in. Check it out. Virtual jobs. Door to door ambassador, virtual AI creative lead. There's stuff out there. You just gotta look. A little creativity. You figure it out. Taking care of those children. It's a job all on itself. Should I cut off my good friends that hang out with people that treat me like garbage? Yes. Don't hang out with people that treat you like garbage. And if you're good friends, I'll tell you something about these good friends. These good friends, they can't see that their friends treat you, a good friend, like garbage. They are not good friends. They are not good friends. And they are not good friends. They're not good friends. They're not good friends. Cut them out. I'm not saying cut out everyone in your life. Don't do that. But hang out with people who respect your boundaries and respect you and value you as a person for who you are, not for what you can do for them. Unprecedented move, 30,000 bitcoins transferred to cold storage. Yeah, long-term holders are holding. What should I do? I secretly know what I should do, by the way. Then just do it. Why are you asking? Stop wasting your time and do it. Just do it. After some reflection, I'm not sure if I'm making the right decision to decline a potential counteroffer. Hey, look, don't take, if you have, here's the thing about jobs. You work in a bad job and it's bad on your mental health, and then you get an offer with a new company and they're excited for you and you're excited for them, and then your bad company offers you, they finally see your value. Now they see your value. It's like, man, it's just like relationships. I mean, it's like the boyfriend who treats his girl like dog, and then as the minute another guy shows interest in her, now he suddenly wants to just lavish her. Like, come on, get kick that dude to the curb. Kick that job to the curb. As is what happens all too often. As soon as that offer goes away, then they put you on a PIP, or they knock you out. They start treating you like trash again. They kick you out. They give you severance, and you're out. So don't play that game. Don't be that fool. Get away. Get away. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Certificate programs land me a real career. Yeah, they sure can. Udacity opened doors in my life. 25-year-old feels like a lost cause. Look, you're 25. Quarter of a millennia. 25 is when big things happen. 25 is the year for big changes. It's a great year. It's a great year. Can lead to some chaos and some rocky years ahead in the next couple years, but it's a great year. Get yourself out there. Change it up. change up your life. 25 is a great year. It's a great year for starting the change process. Any resources to use to stop being dependent on getting into a relationship. You don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to be in a romantic relationship. You just have great friends. Your friends can be books for all that matters. Pepe team makes a statement on recent events. Yeah, these rug pullers. Like, come on. You didn't see that coming? Oh, bro. What's the deal with companies putting hourly employee jobs as freelance? Well, here's the thing about being freelance, about being contractor. It's cheaper for the company. But if you're going to be freelancer, you should get paid 3 times what your wage would be because you got to cover your own taxes and all this. So if the job would pay $9 an hour, then if you're freelance, you should get paid $27 an hour. 9 times 3, 27. Okay, so that's how that would be. Otherwise, find somewhere that will respect you. Look, this is a great time for terrible businesses to go out of business. It's a recession. Recession doesn't just happen to people, you and me. It also happens to crummy businesses. Okay, so this is a great time for crummy businesses to go bankrupt. There's a lot of ways for businesses to get buoyed up by the government, but they do still go out of business. So this is a great time. This is a great opportunity for us all collectively to allow the crappy businesses that have been giving us mental health disorders to go out of business. Okay? And let it be a lesson to the next round of businesses for the next decade or so to treat your employees well. So, collectively, let's all agree to allow the crummy businesses in our lives to go the way of the dinosaurs. We will all be better off for it. Seeking guidance, balancing job hunt, family pressure, and Peter Thiel talks about the work-life counterbalance. Not the balance, but the counterbalance. If you're taking exams and you're in university, those exams are the most important thing. And you're doing government exams, yeah, that's major. I know I've talked to friends who've gone through that. Currently graduate from comp sci. Congratulations. Unemployed, looking for a job. Very common right now. You're not alone. No offers. You're not alone. This is not your fault. I daily apply to hundreds. Yes, this is not your fault. You know what you should do is you should hire yourself. You should build your own thing. Do your own thing. Build a product or a service that you would like. Hey, how about you build an app that helps people deal with their stressful families? It's kind of a funny idea, but you're going through it. Maybe there's an app for that, right? My family is forcing me to apply to government exams, but I'm not interested in it. I don't feel like I cracked the exam. Yes, it is hard. You graduated computer science. You might actually be able to. I have faith that you can do it. I don't know you at all, artistic dimension, but I have faith that you can crack that exam. Now, you might not be interested. Yes, that's true. Government job might be a secure thing, and maybe you're the type of person who likes volatility and you like risk taking. If that's the case, then go back to point A and build your own thing. Hire yourself. Your family doesn't listen, you get frustrated. One way you can get your family to listen or to get away from their influence if they're not listening is to move out. You don't have a job, you don't have any money, that might be difficult, but if you're really determined, you can find a way. You can find friends who will let you surf at their place until you can get on your feet. You have to. There are things you can do. And you might be in a culture where family is very dominant and it might be even harder for you. But look, sometimes you have to do your own thing, even if it displeases your parent. In the future, after you have made a success of yourself, they will come and they will apologize and they'll say, we were wrong. You did it. We were afraid. Your parents are just afraid. Okay, that's all. Your parents are just afraid. All the parents who are hard on their children, they're just afraid. They're afraid of the future. They're afraid of the world that we're living in. They don't understand it. And they're worried that you're going to fail. They're worried that the love of their life, their child that they love more than anything else in this world, is not going to be able to make it. They're afraid that this world is just going to be too hard. And it's not just like you because you're weak or anything like that. That's not what they think. They don't think you're weak. They just think that this world is this economy, that the society that we created is unsustainable. And probably they're right. It is unsustainable. This is like You look around the way that we're living and the way that we're using planetary resources. What is sustainable about this? Nothing. This is not sustainable. That's why most people my age are choosing not to have children. I don't know, maybe most is like an overstatement, excuse me. But, or at the very least, we're choosing to have fewer children than what our parents had, or what our parents' had for sure. So, yeah, what's sustainable? So your parents are just afraid. Your parents are like, you like Star Wars? Your parents are like C3PO and R2D2. They're mom and dad in the Star Wars trilogy, right? They're mom and dad. What are they always saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm scared. Don't do that. Oh, I worry. I worry. They're mom and dad. That's what the robots are. And the kids go off and do the thing anyhow and blow up the empire. They find a way. So you will find a way. And I have faith in you. And I think that's it. Nervous wreck, please help. You're working upper management and you're a nervous wreck. Yeah, man. I don't know. We're all nervous wrecks right now. Everyone on Reddit's a nervous wreck. It is what it is. Y'all, take care of your mental health. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be easy on the substances. Mind the substances that you're putting into your body. Fast once in a while. Get good sleep. Take care of yourself. Call someone and tell them you love them. Start the chain. Start the karma chain and let it come back to you. I've been JP Miller. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. I hope you got some value out of this. If you want more resume reviews, I have got a playlist of resume reviews. Check those out. And if you want more advice on how to get hired or how to be assertive, check out my other videos that I've been publishing earlier this week. Check out those recommendations and talk to me. What do you want me to talk about? What are you going through right now? What can we help you with? Let's do this together. Let's make it through to the other side.